Hey Libra, welcome to your general life reading from March 16th through the 31st. I hope that you guys are doing great. Grab your sits and let's get right into it. So, as I was meditating on your energy and doing your pre-shuffle, there was one message that came out for you, and it was how you want to carry it. So, we'll see how that ties in for you guys. I started by pulling a couple of oracle cards just to see what the overall energy is surrounding you all right now for this reading. The first one that came out is fear. And the second card that came out for you is direction guardian. Choose your path. So we'll see how those fit in with the cards that come out for you and the other messages. But we'll start with some tarot and pull some cards for your current energy, any challenges, obstacles, and what might currently be hidden from you, advice from spirit, and then your potential outcome. So starting with your current energy, my Libra collective, we have the Queen of Earth in reverse. And looking at any challenges, obstacles, and what might currently be hidden, okay, we have the Sun in reverse. That took a while, and I want to say that your cards are really resistant right now. The last few readings I've done, the cards have kind of popped out. And what I'm seeing for you all is that the cards want to flip, they want to come out, and then they go right back in. So let's look at some advice from Spirit. We have the Seven of Water. And for the potential outcome for my Libra collective. Okay, we have two. Oh, actually three. We have the Six of Air, the Seven of Air, and we have the Page of Earth in reverse. Okay, so let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these messages just a little bit more. We'll start with your current energy. For my Libras, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. For challenges, obstacles, and what might currently be hidden from you, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. For advice from Spirit, oh my goodness. Okay, we have a couple that came out. We have the Magician, and we also have the Five of Swords. And for the potential outcome for my Libra collective, let's see what we have for you. Potential outcome for my Libras. Okay, we have one that flipped. Finally, we have the Page of Cups. All right, so we'll grab an oracle deck and see if there are any additional messages before we get into the heart of the reading. So let's start with your current energy. Okay, for my Libras, we have Follow Your Bliss, and we have Gratitude. For challenges, obstacles, and what might currently be hidden, okay, we have two more. How to Manifest and the Future You Now. For advice from Spirit, okay, we have two that came out. We have High Vibes, and we also have Life Surfing. And for your potential outcome for Libras, we have Perspective. All right. Ooh, Libras, that was, let me take a sip. That was a struggle. So, I'm feeling around you guys with, with the channeled message that I got, and then the oracle cards that came out for Fear and Direction Guardian. Choose your path. There's a lot of hesitation and uncertainty that's surrounding you right now. And it almost feels like you don't know which way to move. Like, it's like, I just heard, what you gonna do, Greg? So it very much is a sense of, I don't think that you have limitations. Really, it actually almost feels like you have more options than you know what to do with. And you haven't quite distilled them down to figure out which of them is the one that you want to pursue the most, what direction you want to go in the most, because there's so much worry that the direction that you choose is not going to be the one that you really truly wanted, and that there's going to be some disappointment that comes with it. So it almost feels like analysis paralysis, where you just don't move at all because you're just stuck in this place of thinking and worrying and being concerned that you're going to make the wrong, that you're going to take the wrong step, that you're going to make the wrong move. So looking at your current energy, we have the Queen of Earth, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, and we have two oracle cards. The first one that came out is Follow Your Bliss. Do what inspires you creatively. Oh, do what inspires you. Creativity. Good gracious. New direction. Heart meets mind. No fear-based decisions. We also have Gratitude. Gratuity increases attraction and opportunities. Little things count. Be grateful for all of your life. So right now, Libra, there's a feeling of being very unfulfilled. Like it doesn't seem to be anything that's really moving you, that's sort of speaking to your spirit. I almost feel like this is more so with the career situation, in that you're kind of doing what you're doing because it's what you do, but it's not something that you necessarily feel is stable. It doesn't feel like something that you absolutely love. And while you're appreciative of what you do have right now, especially in the current climate that we're in, there's this feeling that there's something more, that there's something better out there that you can actually be excited about, that you actually truly, truly want to do. And, it's just this stuck energy of, well, how do I get there? So looking at the obstacles, challenges, and what might be hidden from you, we have the Sun in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and two oracle cards. The first is How to Manifest. State thought, I am or have, believe, feel having it, inspired action, know it's done, have fun, align, receive. And the second oracle card, Future You Now. You're already that person, deserving, you have arrived, bucket list, achieving your dream. Libras, you're not happy. You're not happy. And you're trying to get to that happiness, right? This is what's hidden from you. It seems very elusive that you're fulfilled in what it is that you're doing. But you're not sort of wielding your sword and taking that bold move and chopping down these options to figure out what it is that you ultimately want to do. And that sort of muddiness, that confusion, on how you want to carry this, is impeding your ability to envision what it is that you want, where you want to be, that person that you want to be. Like there's so much fear and hesitation that it's almost like you can't even see your future self without kind of shaking your head and like, no, that's probably not going to happen. It's almost like you're talking yourself out of taking the next steps, or even figuring out what those next steps are. So looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Seven of Water, which is the Seven of Cups in traditional tarot. We have the Magician. We have the Five of Swords. And we have two more oracle cards. The first is High Vibes. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect with yourself and source. Solfeggio frequencies and your tribe. We also have Life Surfing. Feeling capable of overcoming adversity, no expectations, approaching life like a sport. So I just I just heard some lyrics from The Fighter by Carrie Underwood, I think, and Keith somebody or another. Now, granted, it's a song about relationships, but I feel like with these cards, Spirit is telling you that you need to fight for what it is that you truly want. You have options, right? With the Seven of Cups, you have your choice, you have your pick of different paths. And the Magician tells me that you have everything you need to pursue any one of them. But you're going to have to figure out which one of those paths it is that you want to take. And maybe, look at it like a game. Keep it lighthearted. Don't think that any choice you make, even if it's not the one that you exactly planned on, or even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way that you hoped, understand that it's not fatal. It is not fatal. Those options are, that you have now are not going to magically disappear just because you select another path. Chances are pretty high that if you had those options before, you'll have them again in some way, shape, or form. So, look at it as a game, sort of map it out. Well, which one is, seems like the best fit for me right now? Play the what if game. Well, what if I went this way? What if I went that way? List out the pros and cons. Keep it positive. Look for the bright parts. Look for the silver linings. Look at how any one of these options could potentially enhance your life. Don't take it so seriously, and don't be afraid to give something new a try. You're going to have to fight through that fear, but understand that you have everything you need to be successful. You really, really, truly do. And if you choose one path that doesn't quite fit you and you figure that out, a couple of months, a couple of years down the line, guess what? New paths are opening for you every single day. So all you need to do is pivot and take a different one. So looking at your potential outcome, we have the Six of Air, which is the Six of Swords in traditional tarot. We have the Seven of Air, Seven of Swords. We have the Page of Earth in reverse. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. And we also have Perspective. Gaining clarity, see other side, consideration, impression versus fact, taking responsibility for your life. So, Libras, it's time to move. It is time to move. And I think it's going to take you a little bit to get out of this space, to get out of this fear-based approach to life and start moving towards something that's a little more calm, a little more balanced, where you're not sort of second guessing yourself or feeling as though you're going to make the wrong choice, that there's, some nastiness brewing underneath that's just waiting to trip you up. It's going to take a little bit of time, but what you'll do throughout this throughout this process and figuring out what it is that you want, being a little bit more lighthearted in your approach, you're going to start filtering out these options for you. And I think that you're going to, once you start approaching it from a place of power and saying, this is what I want, this is why I want it, this is why I deserve it, this is what I have to bring to the table, etc. All of that good stuff, really affirming yourself and your capabilities, that you have everything you need to move forward. I think the delays in what you see in terms of finding something you love and finding something that is going to start bringing you a little bit of greater stability and security will start flowing in. So it's all about a little bit of self-work here. It's nothing that you can't overcome. You just have to get past the fear. So let's grab one last oracle card and see if there are any final messages from Spirit for you. Okay, so we have one card that came out, and it says, each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. So, what did we just say for advice from spirit? Surround yourself with positivity, connect with yourself and source. So, Libra, it's time to really go inward. It's time to go inward and get to the root of why you're so afraid right now. Face the fear and kick it to the side. But that really starts with connecting with yourself and connecting with your higher guides, God, universe, spirit, whatever you choose to call who you call on. Connect with them and yourself, and things will start falling into place. So, Libras, I will leave it there. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated with you somehow. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future readings. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.